Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bumpy and today we'll be reviewing chapter 1 of my one-shot manga. So, without further ado, let's begin. So the main title of the comic is called Primal Impact, and as you can see, published by me. Yeah. So, page 1 opens up with the wide shot of planet Earth just to give us a glimpse of where the main characters live, and as you can see here, on the bottom panel, we can see the main character, Karo Kumaru. So, on the second page, we can see Karo is like, today's training is so boring because he's complaining because like there's no one he can train with and he can't see his friend and his master. So, he just gets an idea that he should just go inside the watch and watch TV inside the house and watch TV instead. But out of nowhere, we can see his friend King appears trying to pull off a surprise attack, but he's screaming. Then Karo senses King's energy. King throws the punch. Karo dodges it. Then we can see as how Karo dodged the punch on the last page. King ends up falling to his face and Karo is laughing at him. Then King gets up and is like, he gets up, scratches his head, asks Cairo how he does that, and Cairo starts making fun of him. And then King says like yes, because on this panel, Cairo was like, do what? You mean dodge? And then King was like yes, and then Cairo still makes fun of him. He's like, it's simple, you're just bad at surprises. And then on this panel, we can see King having an idea, and like, he's like, since Cairo thinks that he's so good in dodging, like he will just jump on him to see if he can dodge this. As you can see here, is like, then dodge this. Then Kairo's like, please don't. And then, as you can see here, after King jumped on Cairo, they both landed on the ground. Then they talk a little. They get up, and King challenges Cairo to a race in flying. It's just like what they used to do as kids. And then Cairo says no because like they're in the middle of training and they don't want to get in trouble. But King ends up making fun of Cairo anyways. Like, what, you scared chicken head? And starts doing the chicken whap. Then Cairo's like, he dislikes the name called chicken head, so he ends up agreeing to it anyway. Then King tells Cairo where they're gonna end the race, like they're gonna end the race on the hills. And then, as you can see here, King counts like ready in 3, 2, 1, and then Cairo replies go. They like start flying, they're flying, but King is being left behind because our boy Cairo is like a good flyer. Then, as you can see again here, Cairo is in front of King and King is behind. And then, like, Cairo wins. He's like, he wins the race. He takes it in. King comes and he's like, nice race, bro. Good flying. Cairo's like, thanks. And then, oh yeah, and then Cairo's like, now let's get back to training. And then King replies to him. He's like, yeah, before they get in trouble, yeah, before they get busted. But that is too late, since King's father is already here, and he's like standing there. And then they get scared because that was the person they were fearing. Like, he told them to train, but they were like, they have their own idea. And then over here, he's like asking them that, didn't I tell you to train? They're like trying to make funny faces so that they can get out of the situation. And yeah, as you can see also here, And then King is like he confronts that his father told them to train, and then he's like, but why do we need to train anyway? And then his father replies to him is like, because there are bajillion of gods and demons in the universe who are trying to enslave them. And then King is like, he always thought that they were gods. That's what he thinks. And then his father tells him, no, we're not gods, but we need to train for us to be gods. And then Cairo agrees that they're gonna resume the training right away. As we can see here, meanwhile, in space, two demons are talking to each other. They're like, this one is like, so this is Universe Three's planet called Earth. It has this such horrible planets. And then the other one replies, yeah, this planet is full of mortal energy. And then this one is like, I think you should destroy the planet in the name for Lord Erzin. And then the demons go down on Earth. But meanwhile, on Earth, Cairo and King have resumed their training. As you can see here, Cairo is about to throw a punch. Also, King, fists are flying, fists are flying, fists clash together, cause an explosion. And then, as you can see here, it's like they're tired. It's like Cairo is punning. It's like he's tired. And then same goes for King, but King is like asking his friend, like, "What's wrong? Tired already?" But Caro is like, he wants to go on training, and then he was like, "I was about to ask you the same thing," and then King is like, "Wanna go again?" And then Caro is like, "Bring it," but that doesn't last long because King's father interrupts, saying that's enough for today. King says okay. Caro says, yeah, he also agrees. As they start walking, they sense an energy blast coming towards them, and as you can see here, the blast is over here. And then an explosion occurs, and then that's when we see the full glimpse of the demons. Yeah, the ones we saw on the previous pages who were talking in space. We can see them all over me, just standing there. Seriousness. And then on this panel, you can see that King's father is like, he knows the demons. He's like, no, it can't be, can it? And then the demons remember him. They're like, ah, so you did survive after all, Dende. And here I thought you were dead. And then King was like, how does he know my father? Are those the demons you talked about? And then the demon is like, demons, really? That's not a nice way to introduce your old friends, Dende. It's like, yeah, the demon name, thing. And then King's father asks the demons, like, what do you want on our planet? And then the demons are like, isn't it so simple? We're here to destroy this planet. And then this other one is like, and claim it in the name of Lord Azen. King is like, he doesn't agree with the idea of them destroying Earth, and he's like, there's no way I'm letting you do that, yeah. And then the demon is like, he starts making fun of King, like he's got guts to stand up and answer. And then we can see the demon charge up, shoot a laser beam out of his eyes, and then you're like, let's see if King can fight. And then, as we can see here, it blasts. And then King's father is like, he yells for his son, because the blast was supposed to hit King, but unexpectedly his father sacrifices himself for his son. And then his father drops to the ground. King screams for his dad. Cairo screams for his master. And then King starts crying. He's crying for his father. He screams, and the demon again, he starts saying, like, sorry, the fake sorries, and he's he's like, sorry kid, but I can make you join him. And then King is like, he gets upset. He's like, you monster, you will. And then we can see here as King, like, he's upset. And then he cracks his, like, he gets ready to fight. And then Karo also joins in. And then we can see them unleashing a power in like never seen to them, like their first transformation in their life, because yeah, primal warriors have got transformations. And so that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments. And if you want me to review chapter 2, like I do have other chapters like chapter 2 here, this is chapter 2. I've got chapter 3, and if you want me to review both of them, let me know down in the comments. Oh, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. That will help a lot, and I'll appreciate anyone who do those things for me. Yeah, so love you all guys so much. Have a nice day. Bumpy out.